Hi, folks. Hope you're all doing well today. It's May 20th. Let's take a quickie look at the headlines from May 19th, yesterday, to see what BP did about the oil disaster happening in the Gulf of Mexico that they are basically responsible for. And so I printed out a couple of headlines. Let's look at them. Then I can make my snide comments as we go. Okay, the Gulf oil spill, and these are in no particular order, by the way. I'm going to set my alarm, too, if you don't mind, so I don't run over. Okay, here we go. Number one, Gulf oil spill may be 19 times bigger than originally thought. Now, I think I actually proved that yesterday with my Grumpy Chuck scientific method of determining liquid volume. But let me read this quickly. The latest glimpse of video footage of the oil spill deep under the Gulf of Mexico indicates that around 95,000 barrels, or 4 million gallons, of crude oil a day may be spewing from the leaking wellhead. That's 19 times the previous estimate, an engineering professor told Congress on Wednesday, which was yesterday. Now, you'll love this. This is a quote. "I don't mean to be glib, but it's kind of hard to measure the amount of water you're putting on a fire while you're fighting a fire," Admiral Thad Allen, the Commandant of the Coast Guard, said. Now, I'm going to take issue with that, and I'll tell you why. If any of you who have ever, stood around as spectators, as onlookers of fire departments fighting a fire, and you've ever seen a fire truck, you know that they have pressure gauges that they can read exactly how much water they have. So it's very easy to determine how much water is being sprayed on the fire. So, this guy, the Coast Guard in this whole thing, and this will become clear in another story coming up, the Coast Guard seems, for some reason, complicit with BP here. And I don't really understand why. I don't know why they're in bed with each other. I'm sure that will come out if and when they ever stop this leak. But now this is a quote. "The true extent of the oil spill remains a mystery," Representative Ed Markey of Massachusetts said, my old state. He said BP had said that the flow rate was not relevant to the cleanup effort. This faulty logic that BP is using is raising concerns that they are hiding the full extent of the damage of the leak. Well, like no shit, Sherlock. Okay, Markey, and I like Representative Markey, by the way. I think he's a good for a politician. He's a really good guy. But Markey said he wrote to BP last week asking how it made its estimate and whether it had refused others' offers by scientists to provide better estimates, and that BP immediately sent back an acknowledgement of the receipt of the letter. What is this letter stuff? Like, let's get on the phone here. Let's get some answers. Okay, let's move on. The NOAA confirms an oil sheen in the loop current of the Gulf of Mexico. That's the National Oceanographic and Atmospheric Administration said its latest observation indicated that a small portion of the Gulf of Mexico oil slick has reached the loop current in the form of light to very light sheens. Well, let's see. Indicates that a small portion. Well, is it a small portion of 4 million gallons a day that would be like 120 million gallons a day? Meaning, like, if it's a small portion, that could be like 20 million gallons. You see this whole language used by government agencies and by BP. It's ambiguous. It means nothing. Okay, BP won't try a top-kill stop leak measure for Gulf oil leak until at least Sunday, officials say. No reason why they have to wait. And, of course, here is a quote from the U.S. Coast Guard Rear Admiral Mary Landry. We're absolutely holding out hope that the top kill works. Let's all keep our fingers crossed and say our prayers that the top kill works. So that's sort of it. Let's cross our fingers and pray to God it works. That's professionalism at its best, I think. Oh, vandals now are starting to attack the Eastern Shore booms set up to protect the oil spill. I mean, lowlifes, they're freaking everywhere, you know what I mean? Here's a good one. An attorney seeks to consolidate 100-plus Gulf oil spill lawsuits because, he wants to consolidate them because it will back up the legal system. In other words, let's get rid of them all at once. No. I have to tell you, if I were going to be doing a lawsuit, I do not want to go in a class action. I would not want to go to a class action suit, maybe with people that really I'm not in the same class action with. But this is... Let's be more concerned about the legal system than these poor guys that are losing their livelihoods, their boats, their houses. Okay. Commission asked BP to give priority to hiring charter commercial fishermen in the Vessels for Opportunity program. I think I went over that about 5 videos ago. I don't understand why they aren't already doing that. I don't know who they didn't even say in the article who they really are giving the priority to in hiring. Okay, I'm running out of time here. So BP told feds it could handle oil spill 60 times larger than Deepwater Horizon. They actually said in the documents filed with the MMS, the U.S. Minerals Management Service, basically the bank for BP's money in the U.S. government payoff, that the company said it would be able to skim 17.6 million gallons of oil a day. As of Tuesday, BP reported recovering 6 million gallons of oily water since the spill began 4 weeks ago. So I guess they're a little behind in the old skimming process. And lastly, the U.S. Coast Guard has had footage of the leak since day one, but refuses to hand it over to news agencies or to Congress. They're also threatening to arrest anyone trying to film oily beaches from boats going into what they consider sensitive areas. Coast Guard is blocking. Why is the Coast Guard helping BP hide and lie about information to do with this oil leak? I thought the Coast Guard was here to protect U.S. citizens, not British Petroleum, who, happens to also be a British company, even though it has nothing to do with you guys in Britain. Okay, so don't start sending me hate mail. I don't get this. I don't get why the Coast Guard is hiding footage of the leak that BP has been giving them. I mean, it's like they're in this little oil leak club or something. Well, in any event, that's sort of the news I want to go over today. Hang in there, guys, at the Gulf, please. Our thoughts are with you. Good luck. Talk to you all tomorrow.